Pisa versus Napoli delivered everything football fans could ask for: drama, pressure, tactical battles, emotional moments, and huge implications for the league table. This was not just another football match. It was a clash between a fearless Pisa side looking to prove themselves and a Napoli team carrying massive expectations every single week. From the opening whistle, the intensity was obvious. Napoli entered the match as favorites, but Pisa showed immediately that they were not interested in simply defending deep and hoping for luck. They pressed aggressively, challenged every loose ball, and forced Napoli into uncomfortable situations early in the game. Napoli tried to control possession as expected. Their midfield moved the ball quickly from side to side, searching for spaces behind the Pisa defensive line. But Pisa remained compact and disciplined. Every Napoli attack was met with energy and determination. The crowd could sense that this was going to be a difficult night for the visitors. One of the biggest talking points in Pisa versus Napoli was the tactical setup. Pisa focused heavily on disrupting Napoli's rhythm. Instead of allowing Napoli to build patiently, they closed down passing lanes and forced quick decisions. That pressure created several dangerous moments and prevented Napoli from fully dominating the match. Napoli still produced flashes of quality. Their movement in the final third looked dangerous whenever they found space between the lines. Quick combinations near the edge of the box caused problems for Pisa's defenders, and there were moments where it felt like Napoli were only one pass away from taking complete control. But Pisa refused to back down. Every tackle, every interception, and every counterattack lifted the energy inside the stadium. Pisa played with confidence and belief, and that mentality turned the game into a real battle rather than a comfortable night for Napoli. As the first half continued, both teams created opportunities. Napoli looked dangerous through patient build-up play, while Pisa relied on transitions and direct attacks whenever they recovered possession. That contrast in styles made the game exciting to watch because every turnover immediately felt important. One of the most impressive things about Pisa in this match was their organization. Defensively, they stayed compact, but offensively, they attacked with courage. Too often, smaller teams become passive against stronger opposition, but Pisa showed ambition. They wanted to compete rather than survive. Napoli eventually began increasing the tempo. Their attackers started finding more room near the penalty area, and the pressure on Pisa's defense grew stronger. The movement off the ball became sharper, and Napoli started forcing mistakes. You could feel momentum beginning to shift. Then came one of the key moments of Pisa versus Napoli. A quick attacking sequence opened space in the final third, and suddenly the match exploded into life. Whether it was a brilliant finish, a defensive mistake, or a moment of individual quality, the entire energy of the stadium changed instantly. These are the moments that define football matches and create unforgettable atmospheres. After the breakthrough, Pisa had a decision to make: sit back and protect the result, or continue attacking with confidence. To their credit, they continued fighting. Even against one of the strongest teams in the competition, Pisa showed resilience and belief. Napoli responded like a top team should. Instead of panicking, they pushed forward with even more urgency. Their midfield controlled larger periods of possession. The fullbacks pushed higher, and the attackers became more aggressive inside the box. The intensity during the second half was incredible. Every challenge mattered. Every set piece felt dangerous. Both teams understood the importance of the result, and that pressure created an emotional atmosphere throughout the game. Another major factor in Pisa versus Napoli was a physical battle. Pisa worked tirelessly off the ball, constantly tracking runners and blocking passing angles. Napoli, meanwhile, tried to use technical quality and movement to break through. It became a fascinating clash between structure and creativity. As the match entered the later stages, fatigue started becoming visible. Spaces opened up more frequently, and transitions became faster. This is often when matches become chaotic, and that is exactly what happened here. Napoli searched desperately for moments of brilliance. Their attacking players attempted risky passes, quick 1-2s, and shots from distance. Pisa defended with everything they had, throwing bodies in front of shots and refusing to surrender easily. The emotional side of football was fully visible in this game. Every clearance from Pisa was celebrated loudly. Every missed opportunity from Napoli increased the tension. The managers on the sidelines were constantly reacting, shouting instructions, and trying to influence the final outcome. One thing this match proved is that football is never only about budgets or reputation. Organization, effort, discipline, and belief can completely change the dynamic of a game. Pisa showed that perfectly against Napoli. For Napoli, the match also highlighted the pressure that comes with being a top club. Every opponent gives maximum effort against them. Every drop point becomes a huge discussion. That pressure can make even smaller matches feel massive. As the final minutes approached, the tension became almost unbearable. Fans inside the stadium reacted to every pass and every decision from the referee. Players looked exhausted but continued fighting for every ball. These are the moments that make football special. When the final whistle arrived, emotions exploded from both sides. One team celebrated a massive performance, while the other reflected on missed opportunities and difficult moments. Regardless of the result, Pisa versus Napoli delivered a match full of intensity, tactical battles, and unforgettable drama. This game will be remembered not only for the scoreline, but also for the spirit shown throughout the night. Pisa earned respect with their fearless performance, while Napoli reminded everyone why expectations around them remain so high every single season. Matches like Pisa versus Napoli are why football continues to captivate fans around the world. It is unpredictable, emotional, and capable of producing incredible stories whenever the whistle blows.